seconds to spare, and that's the way, you know, stars do it. They come running up on stage and they push them up there and touch up their makeup.
That's
and they're all ready
right,
to go.
that's right.
How was your trip down from Colorado Springs?
It was nice, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot more traffic. There wasn't. Traffic was easy.
Flowed right through.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. We're going to introduce. Her name is Jennifer Bone, formerly Jennifer Bone as her stage name. She is now known as Revel.
Reveille.
Reveille. I knew that.
No, but that's okay because a lot of people don't know how to pronounce it.
Say it one more time. Reveille.
Reveille.
Yes. Am I saying it right? Reveille.
And Deb always says Reveille. She puts like a little French accent on it.
And so if you guys want to just refer to her as Rev, you can do that too.
Yeah, because my new catchphrase is Rev it up.
Rev it up.
You like that, Henry?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's great. Now over to the far right is Debbie Miller. I was almost going to call you Jen too. My bad.
That's my manager.
Yes.
She's my manager.
So
now.
Debbie, kind of give us a little information about who you are and what you're all about, and let everybody know out there. And so I'm going to patch into both of you by yourselves and kind of talk up while I share this out to all the different platforms. Okay? So here we go.
Well, my name is Debbie Miller, and actually I got the privilege and honor to be Reveille's manager, and wow. She said, put your seatbelt on, and it's actually been that way the whole way. And I met her a few years ago, and I've seen a star, so I'm just glad to be aboard.
Thanks, Deb. I'm so happy that I love you. Yeah, but you've been in the music business for a long time. What have you done?
Well, I've had the privilege to work with different musicians and help co-host some shows. I got put in the spot when someone didn't show up, I'd help back in the green room with the musicians. Got to meet a lot of different amazing artists. For example, Brenton Woods. What an amazing artist. And his music, Oogum Boogum, it just had me. I asked him, what made you write that song? And he said, well, Deb, it's when I fell in love. Aww. So, yeah, so when I was ready to get him up and put him up on the stage, and we gave him his award that night, for me, it was like walking on clouds being around someone like that. And it's been amazing ever since to be with you all.
Thank you. Well, we are blessed to have you, and we have some good things coming up.
Thank you.
So we missed you, Henry. You still getting everything done?
I'm still trying to get everything done. I'll come back real quick. I just patched right in.
You want us to do anything?
Yeah.
I feel like we should be helping you.
No, you go ahead and I want you to talk a little bit about yourself and what you've done and where you're headed. People want to know who you are, so that we want to let everybody know where Jennifer Bone came from and how she became Reveille. So that's what I want to talk about. So I'm going to pass back into you and zoom right back in.
Thank you, Henry. I am, from Arizona, and I have recently signed with MC1 Nashville. It's a record company out of Tennessee. And when I made the deal, we also talked about a stage name for me, because there are a lot of Jenny B's, and there's Jennifer Bones, there's Jennifer Joes, there's Jenny Joes, and we thought in order to take it to the next level, I should really have a name that's going to set me apart from everybody else, from the other Jenny B's. So I made the transition, and it doesn't mean that I'm not starting from scratch. All of the things that I've done in my life, that's still there. Just because I have a new name doesn't mean anything. People say, oh, you got to start again. No. So I am now under the stage name Reveille. We will be having a website coming out soon, reveillemusic.com, and I know that the transition is going to take some time to get used to, but Prince did it, and you couldn't even say his name. Like, he had this symbol. Like, how would you have presented Prince when he changed his name? And they had to say the artist formerly known as Prince. Yes. So maybe you should say the artist formerly known as Jenny B when you announce me.
Yeah, I'm getting really used to Reveille, though.
Rev it up.
Right.
Man. Okay, so actually we could talk about the show. Thank you, Henry, for letting us come on and talk about it. We have a wonderful event coming up. In 1 week, we're leaving for Nashville again, which is so exciting. And Deb is going to tell you all about the show that she is hosting, and Mrs. Sally Heron is co-hosting with her. Would you like to do the honors and talk about this event?
Well, thank you, Reveille. We haven't unpacked yet, right? I think we're living out of our suitcases these days because it seems like we just got back from Nashville.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, it was a
Yeah,
blast.
when are you going to go with us, Henry?
Right?
I'll go with you anytime you want me to go
Okay.
with you. I'm still trying to put this together.
No worries.
Well, we're so excited to announce February 17th, starting at 6 o'clock to 11, the show called The Power of Music. It's at the Texas Troubadour Theater, and actually it's a benefit for Animal Society there in Nashville. How exciting is that?
That's really exciting, and it's exciting that it's at the legendary Texas Troubadour, where Roseanne Cash and her family do the Cowboy Church every Sunday.
And that's really nice. I mean, what is it like? Tell us about Nashville. A lot of people talk about Nashville, and Nashville is a beautiful place, and that's where a lot of the great music comes from. And tell us about Nashville.
It's amazing. When you go, you can hear music coming from every direction, and not just right, left. I mean, like
Everywhere.
and the musicians that are there are so good. Like, they're so good. I would never, ever, ever want to move there because I feel like I would just. There's so many great musicians in Nashville. But you had a good time. It was amazing.
Oh, it's like walking through the streets and music notes are flowing through the
Everywhere.
air.
What'd you think of the
Everywhere.
Grand Ole Opry? I know you guys went back.
I
over there.
haven't. We've
Oh
only
my
driven
gosh, I
by
gotta
it.
go down some, even
Uh-oh.
with you, because I was way up here
What
like.
are you trying to say, Henry? I know I'm short. We're short, but you know. It's
That's why we wear tall boots.
Right?
So you never went to go visit it?
Not yet. I
Oh
want.
my
You know what?
gosh.
I want to sing there, Henry.
Oh my God.
I told Deb-
That's like a dream come true.
Well, I told Deb we have to shoot for the stars. The Grand Ole Opry.
And I want to put something in the back. I'll be right back. I'm going
What
to
are
put
you
something
gonna do?
back
Okay.
here. And so you can see it's a little celebration. So I'm going to
Oh,
step
it's
out
a
of
celebration.
Well,
Okay.
in the meantime, Reveille.
What was the Grand Ole Opry?
Yes.
Yes. Red Rocks.
Yes.
What was the other one? Oh, Sweden. We want to go back to Sweden.
Sweden touring, Sweden.
Sweden. I want to go back to Sweden.
Tell me what it was like.
Oh, let's talk
Yes,
about the
Sweden.
benefit.
Okay.
Do you think Henry's a cat person or a dog person?
I'm thinking he's a dog person.
I bet you he says an all animal person. Maybe he's allergic. Let's ask him when he comes back.
Speaking of animals, do you have a
Oops,
pet?
did I get it?
I do. I have little Bootsy.
Oh,
Bootsy Bone.
I've met Bootsy.
Yeah, and you have little Grizz, right?
I have Grizz, and all of you out there, I'm sure you have an animal that you love, and especially during the year 2020 and on forward, we really got close to our families and our pets. And keeping this in mind right now, this big benefit for Nashville Animal Society.
Oh, you saw me do that.
They're asking for
Can we go back up?
donations. So reach into your big hearts and think about what you can afford and your credit cards to provide a donation for this great benefit. You know what I really noticed, you all? I noticed being around the musicians, they're not just artists of music, they're humanitarians.
And you notice
Wow.
some musicians are all really sensitive,
Yes.
extremely sensitive, and that's what makes the music so good. So what do you think? You
Love
like your
it.
balloons?
I do like the balloons. Thanks,
right behind
Henry.
you.
I see that now. Thank you.
So we're actually celebrating
sweet.
Reveille. I keep wanting to say Revel. I
It's
don't know why.
okay. It's
It's
okay.
Reveille, and she's going to rev it up. And so it's nice to see somebody from, I'm going to claim her, from Denver area,
Aw.
go all the way up to Nashville, get some recordings done. And you've been doing some really neat things with us. You did the Christmas special with us. And we just put
Yes.
that together. It came out really cool.
Yeah, that was, I think that was my third time with you guys.
Yes, and so
And that was amazing. And we had Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus.
Mrs.
I was
Claus.
chuckling.
Speaking of Mrs. Claus, I'm wondering, can I ask you a question?
Uh-oh.
Who has been your favorite artist here in Colorado?
Oh, of course, Hazel Miller.
Hazel
hands
Miller
down.
has?
Hands down. You know Hazel, right,
No, I don't know. Hazel?
Henry?
I can't believe you
Let's
just
do-
asked me that.
Well, I know. I know. Well, you know.
Of course I know who Hazel Miller is.
Hazel.
I mean, I've been around the block. Look at my hair. Come on.
Are you Henry on the block?
I hear someone knocking at the door.
Can you get the door? It's somebody
I'll
at
get
the
the
door
door.
there.
I'll get the
So,
door. Oh dear, I wonder who it is. Can I take this off?
just go ahead and let him come in.
Oh my goodness! Are you serious?
This is
I didn't hear her.
Hazel Miller!
She wants to say her favorite artist to get down and Hazel Miller. Guess who stopped into the studio?
I'm gonna sit on my lap. No.
It's early in the morning. You too! Look at
Put my hat
that.
on and
We
everything.
found it. You look beautiful. We
Oh,
found
we
it.
did it.
Oh, did you hear that voice? Boy, was this hard to keep a secret.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
We did it. We all did it.
Where are you?
We were all in on it. Thank you, guys.
You were in on this.
Henry Archuleta, my
Yeah, I
next
was in
husband. Chitty, our
Bless
next
you.
superstar from Colorado.
Oh my
She's gonna
gosh.
make us all look good, and I expect to be backstage at Red Rocks.
Oh my gosh.
That's
You're
right.
gonna be on stage singing with me, Hazel.
I better be singing,
Oh,
or at
my
least
gosh.
moving my lips.
Oh,
I love the new name.
Thank you so
It's
much.
beautiful. It
Thank
has so
you.
many meanings on different levels.
It really
So
does.
what you're seeing here
It
now
does.
is a awesomeness of one of Denver and Colorado's big names coming
Oh,
to
please.
give
Hazel.
Oh, yeah.
Rev a good shout out. That's so beautiful
you
of
look,
you.
Thank
You
you.
look marvelous. Your music is even more marvelous.
Thank you so
I
much.
pray for you every single day.
You made me cry.
You got good folks backing you. Henry's the best at what he does. God love him.
He's all right.
He's an institution.
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to tell her. She asked me, do you know Hazel Miller? I go,
Oh.
No,
You're gonna make me
we go
cry.
way back.
oh, way back.
Way back.
I don't know if I like the sound.
We
like there's some
go
trouble
so
in
far
there.
back, I didn't have grandchildren. So.
I was babysitting Jesus.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, it's so nice to have you here, Hazel.
It's so nice to be here.
These are
rolling.
moments that will
Man.
be.
Don't you cry.
I'm
Are
not
you
a
bawling?
crier.
I knew this was gonna get emotional.
Are you
I
crying on
had to
River
keep
already?
the secret,
Oh my
and
goodness.
Cry me a river, cry me a river.
I cried a river over you.
oh, Henry, look where we stand.
See?
Among. Is
This
that
girl
what-
can sing.
Oh, she can sing.
Coming
This-
from you, that means
Baby,
so
this woman
much,
has a
Hazel.
voice. I'm telling you,
Thank
that's
you
a
so
God, that's a
much.
gift right there.
Hazel,
Thank you, Hazel.
remember I had you hear one of her songs on my phone, and I said she sounds like Gloria Stefan. When I put her on the stage,
And I said, well, play hers instead of Gloria's. It was hers.
and I said, no, that is her. That is Reveille.
I could not believe it.
Well, who
Yes.
came up with the name Reveille?
Yes.
Somebody came up with that name.
You know, I did actually.
See?
My dad. So Reveille is the song that is used to wake the troops in the morning.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I should have my dad phone in. He's a Vietnam vet, and he used to wake me up with that song,
No, he didn't.
and it used to drive me nuts.
Oh my gosh.
And so anyway, I had heard the name Reveille. I didn't know that song was called Reveille. It's spelled differently, but
Yeah.
it's a wonderful way to. Yeah, it's a really beautiful way to pay to honor my dad, and also, you know, the next part of the story applies to you guys as well, because I really feel like this time in my life there's an
She's
army
in.
of
She's in the
angels
business.
I'm in.
around me in the form of friends and family, and so, you know, I thought it was appropriate.
Well,
So-
thank you for including me with family. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Girl, you rocking that jacket.
I know, that's
Oh,
the
right?
first thing I've seen too.
I'm
just
Deb has definitely helped me with my style. I have to admit. I would have the mom hair and the.
Oh, no, she's
No,
got
she's-
it going on, and so does
And they say
Hazel.
leather is coming back in really heavily, and look at the nice looking.
Oh, red pops.
Yes.
Look.
You look good, Hazel.
Nothing. I trained, I was ready.
She knows that's one of my favorite blouses too.
Red
and that's
is
one of
my
Yeah.
is my color that I wear when I want to cheer myself up and I
Oh,
want to
yes.
be
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
For Valentine's Day, who's going to be your Valentine, Hazel?
Oh, I've been chronically single for 41 years.
Chronically single.
And I have to admit, I'm kind of enjoying it. It used to be more fun than it is now. But I was always working. But being home like this is really
Different. I know for everybody. And you, who's going to be your Valentine?
I got 3 beautiful kids at home. We're gonna have a party on Thursday with some of the friends and some of their little friends.
And you did?
Debbie, yeah.
Oh, my 2 sons, are you serious? Dylan just had 15th birthday yesterday.
She's probably thinking 15, Lord have
Happy
mercy.
birthday, Dylan.
And then I have my 30-year-old, and you know, every day is a special day with those 2 boys.
Nice.
So it's a house full of love, and I'm sure for the rest of you.
Oh yeah, my kids are, one's here, one's in Arizona, grandkids in college, and got a brand new granddaughter, 5
Oh, how
months old.
cool.
And so I'll be on the phone all morning, and then I'm working at Herman's Sunday night.
Isn't that nice? Tell us about that, because that's I read about that.
We were gonna do 2 shows, but we decided to do 1. People are still not great about coming out, so the numbers are telling us to do 1. Our doors are at 5:30. We're gonna play 6 till I get tired.
Oh, I love that.
I like
love
that.
Well, that's an
Till I get
intellectual
tired.
line, isn't it?
You got to remember all these good
We're
lines.
supposed to end at 8, but you know that ain't gonna happen, so let it go.
You know, Hazel, it's like even you too, Rev. It's like now with this pandemic, it has sat down everybody, even
Yeah.
the big artists that
Oh,
have to
yeah.
go on tour. They have to sit back, and we're able to grab a lot of these artists and bring them on with us, and they're just there. They're singing from home. They're doing a lot of, like Kim. He was doing a concert.
Yep.
He says, let's get on your network. Okay. And, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of different people. Rev. I mean,
Well, right, Rev was, all
Tell
of
us
them
about this
actually,
one.
let me tell you, she doesn't waste no time, because 2020 did not stop the artist.
2020
right.
was, God takes things around and turns it to the good of his people.
Exactly.
He does.
And, you know, I call musicians physicians, especially in this time. And Reveille has been writing some amazing music,
Oh, thanks,
and
Deb.
I guess that's why we're always going to Nashville, right?
she didn't know her destiny.
Well-
She says back in the day she was writing all this great music and stuff, and you know now she's got that door that's opening up for her.
Yes.
So it's like, and all the artists in Denver, a lot of them are, including you, Hazel. You probably didn't know this, but Rob Mullins had some recordings of you during Christmas.
Oh my
He sent them
goodness,
here,
did he-
and I
did
didn't
you
let
play
you know.
them?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So everybody, including yours, and
We
I got
played
her.
live at Dazzle. It
Yes.
was a hoot.
Yeah, and so
That sounds
he
fun.
kind of, got in there and redid his thing, because
Because you know he's very good. He's a great producer.
he's going to be here on Thursday. So Rob Mullins, this is
I
his
got to call in.
4th time, yeah.
I gotta
4th
call
time
him.
he's been here, so he loves coming here. He says, "This Henry, man, every time I turn around, go live with Henry." Oh, so I'm going to go live with Henry. He's a blast. He's really an outstanding musician.
I went to Japan in '92, and we're on the train, the bullet train, and we look up, and there's this huge poster. It was Rob Mullins playing this big concert in Tokyo.
Yes.
Wow.
And the 6 of us are going, what? And we couldn't go because we were playing on an Air Force base the same night. That's the
Ooh,
reason we were
nice.
there to play
Yes,
for the troops.
and that's so it's so nice, and you too, Rev.
That's my dream someday. to
No,
do
she
that.
says that,
Here.
but watch what happens with her. And so,
Oh.
just like you said, we can be backstage at Red Rock saying,
Ah,
"Remember me?"
What happened for you?
can you?
The young man that is the GOD first call in Colorado is Dano Goforth Sr. And I have him on my phone in my purse.
Serious?
We've been working together almost 30 years.
Wow, that is on my heart of hearts, is to play for the troops here.
Oh,
You
I've
know-
done 5.
Man, wow.
I can make that happen today.
Okay.
But you gotta stay focused though, because they'll be whistling, "Hey, baby."
Oh, no. No.
And get ready
No,
for
no.
it, baby. When you walk out, they're gonna start whistling.
That's
and
what I was
blowing,
telling
tap dancing.
Well, I mean, what man doesn't look good in uniform? There's so
Hey,
many
me,
women too.
I don't look that good in uniform. I had my McDonald's suit on.
I thought I recognized
Yeah,
you.
and so I guess I didn't look
Oh,
as
you
good as they
look
said in the
good.
McDonald's uniform. What the hell?
Henry, what's in the special sauce?
Oh,
Or is that Burger King?
Oh, that's
No, that's Mickey's. That's
Oh, that's
Mickey's.
Mickey's.
No, my dad was stationed at Fort Carson years ago.
My sister too.
Really? Before he went to Vietnam? I was just
that
asking
was
him today
before
on the
her.
way home.
Now my brother is a Vietnam vet. He's a Marine. You can't say
Marine.
X.
you can't
Oh.
say
He's a
X.
Marine.
That's correct. You cannot say X. My older brother's a Marine. He says, "You keep saying that to me, I'm going to go Marine you."
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Yeah,
He was
you know,
in
we go
Vietnam.
back and forth all the time. Yeah, he went to Vietnam too. So, Rev, tell us, and you too, Debbie, you guys are going back to Nashville, and let's talk about what's going to happen. You guys are going to head out and do some things down there.
Rockin',
Let's
girl.
go over the things that you guys are going to do. You guys are leaving when?
Oh my goodness.
Your goodness?
Oh my goodness. I haven't even unpacked from the last trip. And I've had to go out and get more suitcases. Thank you very much, Rev.
You're welcome, because I said we need to hit the secondhand store before we go back. In
She
Nashville,
is-
they have the best secondhand store.
There
They
you
do.
go. She is on fire. So this is what happened. So I'm leaving on Monday morning. I'll be at the airport at 4 a.m.
Oh, Lord.
You need a
with a
ride?
very large cup of coffee in my hand. And guess who we're bringing this time? Well, I'd like to put Hazel,
Oh,
and
no.
I know
I
she
know.
would, in our suitcase. We've asked her each time, and I know she'll come out with us soon. We actually, one of my friends is our hairdresser and a makeup artist,
Wow.
and a
Isn't that
masseuse.
nice?
Ooh,
And a
Very
wow.
Dolly
masseuse.
Parton.
So, so she is
Bring
coming
your own
down.
beauty.
It's all Deb. Deb arranged it all.
Bring your beauty. with
Her
you.
name is Roberta, and she is actually amazing at what she does. You walk out of her salon and you just,
Look and feel good.
oh, you do, and that's what they're meant to do. She said, "I'm going to make everything so easy for you two over there."
Aw.
Who
As
took the
well as-
pictures? There's some really nice
Oh.
pictures that are back here.
Yes.
And who took those pictures? Those are
These
really,
ones?
Well,
Yes.
let Reverly
Oh,
tell you.
Chris Combs. He's in Colorado Springs.
Those are really
Yeah,
well
he-
done.
he
I
did-
like
he
them.
has
Incredible
four-
job.
Yes.
Four Fires Creative Studios.
Wow.
It's interesting.
Yes, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's not hard to take a picture of Beverly.
Oh,
Come on now.
Beauty.
She's incredibly
now.
photogenic.
That was
Aw.
fun though,
So
just
nice.
being there in that studio and watching her come to life, so.
And this is so nice to surprise you with Hazel, and I'm so happy Hazel.
I almost fell off the
I've never
chair.
been anybody surprised before, so
Well,
thank you.
Thank you. Oh, God bless you.
I just wanted to come and say, break a leg in the best way possible, because Colorado is the best kept music secret
Big
in
time.
this country.
Yes.
I'm
Big
learning
time.
that.
They have no idea the talent that's here,
That's right.
and you make all of us look fabulous.
That's right.
Thank you, Hazel.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank
I'm very
you.
proud of you.
That means so much.
There's
Don't
some-
forget us at Red Rocks, like she said.
No, we need to be back.
She's gonna be up there with me, I think.
Oh, that's your dream, isn't it?
It is my dream.
Yes, to have
It is
her
my
up
You a
there.
rock girl, please. You got ready.
Hazel, you've got to play up there a couple times. You went up there with, wasn't it Coco Brown?
Oh
and-
no, we did the Denver thing.
Yes,
with,
yeah.
Erica Brown and
Yes.
everybody. But I've played 17 with Todd.
Yes, Todd.
He
Big
had
Todd.
Todd and the Monsters.
Yes. No, I seen you up on
I've done two
Facebook
on my
talking
own.
about that.
Oh,
Oh, that was good. I think the whole world exploded. Wait a minute, Hazel's pissed.
What?
It's
You
just
didn't hear about it.
No.
for years, when I have a show coming up, people will go. The client will put a picture of me and
Big head.
Todd
Mhm.
as an advertisement, and I'm like, you can't do that. First of all, you don't have his permission, and second, he's not going to be there.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, this is my show,
Gotcha.
this is my fans, this is Colorado, he's out on the
Gotcha.
road somewhere. Why do you, I've sent you incredible pictures, use them.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So it kind of exploded up
I
out there.
snapped the other night and I said, it's time to rant and rave, and I did.
I was laughing, I was chuckling,
Well,
I go,
you have
yeah,
every right.
Hazel. And so Rev, so you're gonna be a solo now. You've got, gonna have a backup band somewhere along the line somewhere. maybe an entire orchestra with the
Oh,
strings.
that would be fun.
Oh, yes.
That would be beautiful.
Yes.
Now that would just drive such energy into you that you would have no choice but to just sing your heart out.
I would
There's
love
two.
That's what I was
There's 2 or
envisioning.
3
Like that.
small orchestras in the
Yes.
metro area
Yes.
that would be perfect for that.
Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
I could only imagine. I
In
think
that new venue that's up on Brighton Boulevard, I think, they had to close it up. It's a brand new venue.
It's brand new, yeah.
I
they
need to
would-
come up here more and check things out.
They would
I
have
don't
to,
get out enough.
yeah, they would have to, things moving.
Whatever you look
That's probably Paul Chavez back there.
Hi, Paul.
Mm.
But venues are gonna be, I have faith that
I-
we
yeah,
will
me
be
too. It's
opening
like-
up,
Have you got your shot? Your
Thursday.
vaccine?
You're getting
Getting
it
it
Thursday?
Thursday.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's
They're getting it Thursday.
A friend of mine put me on his list and I'm going up to Brighton and ta-da!
Wow.
You know, speaking of that, and a lot of people are in hopes for something, you know, to get better out of all of that, and it's in our prayers.
It is. I pray
No.
for it every day. I mean, we're Americans. We solve problems.
That's right.
This is what we do. This is what the world expects us to do. Solve a problem.
But we had
And we're doing
a
it.
supposed leadership that kind of knocked this kind of loose, I think. And we changed our leadership, and so now hopefully we get to the place we want to go
Well,
and end this pandemic.
we've got a better route,
Yes.
so to speak.
And I try to be careful because the politics really offends a lot of people, so
Yeah.
we're careful on our station. You're going to see I'm going to say Rev. She's going to rev it up.
Aw.
And we have the opportunity to have her here on our station. And I love when she comes here because it really makes
We
for
love
a
you, Kim.
really morning. And we're going to have her on, Wednesday or Thursday, but we moved it all the way up to Tuesday. And Paul was kind enough to say, I go, Paul, I'm taking over part of your show. He goes, for what?
Sorry, Paul.
He thought that I was going to send
Where
another
is he?
DJ. He just walked out.
Oh, he's
he's
out?
right there.
Hi, Paul.
And so we have these variables going on here, so, oh, there's somebody else. It's like, so it's so nice to have Hazel Miller in the studio, and because
Oh,
of this
that's
pandemic,
so
KUHS has
Thank
been
you.
in the community, doing all the things with Channel 9, we were on there with Channel 9, letting everybody know where to get your COVID vaccinations for the Latino and Black community. And then we also bring in the beautiful artists that are coming out of Denver, Colorado, and Colorado Springs, Colorado. I got to give your city a hometown shot there instead of saying Denver. We're claiming her though. Sorry,
Yeah, we're
Colorado
claiming
Springs.
her.
It's so
She's
proud.
ours now.
Thank you.
99.
Love
And
it.
so to have her here and to give her launch off and give her some balloons and stuff for her
That's so sweet. Thank you,
MC1
Andy.
Sony record
Yay!
label song and going back to
Yay!
Nashville. So when are you guys leaving again?
Well, we're leaving on Monday morning. We'll be back on Sunday night with some more great news. And she's not just going to be singing at the show with 24 other artists at that show for a great cause. We are also going to be back in the studio.
That's right, on Saturday.
And
Oh,
how
cool.
exciting is that?
That's
Back in
so
the
nice.
studio,
That's
yes.
excellent. That's just
That's my favorite. Is it your favorite place to be? Is
Oh, I love the studio.
I could just 5 minutes.
I
It
love
seems
the
like 5 minutes. It's been 5 hours. It's only been 5 minutes. Can we, Deb? We can't see you on camera. You're hiding from the camera.
Well,
well, she's on. This is a different one. This is
Yeah.
Twitter.
Twitter, you're live on Twitter.
Oh, I
We're
see
live
that
on
one.
Twitter, and we're
Oh,
also
I see
live
that
on.
one.
I am so impressed.
Hi.
And we're live on YouTube.
Tall Paul.
Live Twitter, live YouTube, live on our website,
Wow.
all simultaneously, as well as live on Facebook.
Wow, you're
Yeah,
everywhere.
we're on Multistreaming.
You're like the Visa card,
Yes.
right? Or American Express.
You know-
American Express, we're everywhere.
There's this guy that comes in here, he's all these doctors come in here. There's this guy that comes in here, he's got the biggest vocabulary in the world. I always say, you never leave home without that, do you? So I get a word out of one of his shows, one word he walks back to, and I get all ghetto on him, and I use that word, talking ghetto, and using that word, he starts laughing, he can't stop laughing. And I always tell him that, you never leave home without that, do you?
Oh.
He's a walking dictionary.
Yes, it's really awesome. Well, I'm so happy to have Rev in the studio here to let everybody know all over Denver, all over the local, regional, and national, as well as international areas of what we do here at KUHS Denver. We've been around for 14 years and we stream big, and so we are number 3 in the nation. A lot of people
Wow.
don't know that, but it's after
Yes.
years and years and years and years
Congratulations,
of
Henry.
doing this. Well, thank you. Would I like to bring all our
Congratulations.
local people in
Can I
here
give this to you just for 1
and
second?
have a good show with Rev, and so we're going to call it a day.
Hold on,
and-
Henry. One
Okay.
second.
Got something.
She's got, well, I know she does. I just saw her.
In the meantime, before she comes in, I'd like to mention, Colorado, our venues have been affected, but they are coming back.
They are.
And one person I really want to give a shout out to that has always made things happen here in Colorado for the artists, Sandra Holmes.
Yes.
I tell you.
Sandra Holman Watts.
What?
I love the way
lady-
you say it.
Yes.
That's what I used to call her all the time.
That
When we
lady
get
does
together,
not
yeah.
give up, and she believes in the artist.
Sandra
And she's
Watts.
still at it, so shout out to Sandra.
She's got so many fingers and so many pies.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
She was actually starting a cooking show for
Yes.
musicians, and
Yep.
we were communicating with them.
And that's at, the
That
venue.
dazzles?
Dazzles.
Yeah.
Oh,
It hasn't worked out
Oh my
yet, but we're
gosh.
you're
trying.
the best, Henry.
Awesome. Look at that. She
Ta-da!
always brings me
I brought you a
presents.
bag.
Isn't it nice?
Sweet wishes. That's really sweet
Didn't
wishes.
you bring
Yes,
your
I'll open
award
it.
as well?
Oh, I did bring the award. I wanted to show you my
Yes,
JMA
let's-
that
Yes,
I
yes,
bring
so
that
bring it out. Oh my
award.
gosh, look at this.
Take it out. It's because you're the best.
Oh!
KUHS.
It says, with love, right?
With love, Rev. Look at that.
See?
Yay!
We love you. Actually,
Yes.
we really do love you.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
beautiful.
And from her,
Yes.
Oh, you want to grab it, Dennis?
Yes.
It's right
Here,
there.
I'll hold
and we're going
it.
to close out the
In the
show
box.
with this next award that she received. Rev received this. And it's so nice to have Hazel Miller in the studio.
It is so nice
Surprise
to
the
be
heck
here.
out of you.
Oh my goodness, are you serious? Yes.
This is the Josie
Oh,
Music
I'll
Award
take
received
that.
in Nashville by
Okay.
Rev, and so she's
I'm
going
gonna
to
hold
show
that
you
with reverence.
this beautiful Josie Award she received. Down
My other dream is to perform at the Josies.
Yes.
So
You
we're
can do it.
working on submitting, so.
Did you hear that, Josie?
Oh.
When
We
you
love
when you
you.
look at all the huge names that have performed at the Josie
Yes,
Awards, honey, you're right there.
that's what I'm saying.
You're right there.
Yes.
You
Thank you for all your
give
support.
all of my generation of performers. You are the hope. You there's some young ladies coming behind you, and you're gonna open up doors for them. And we hope we've
Yes.
opened 1 or 2 doors for you.
You sure have.
And coming
You
from one of
and
the
Francine
staples
Reed
of
has been
Denver.
another big mentor to me. And, oh, hi, Paul.
Hi.
Hi, Paul.
Tom
There it is,
Paul.
Henry.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Yay!
Thank you, Josie Music Awards. And we'll hope to see you in September. So
Oh,
that's
submissions
beautiful.
are starting soon, so.
Oh, yes, and you've been busy on it.
Send
and we-
something fabulous.
Exactly. And we want to thank MC1, Darlene Fowler, as well.
Absolutely, Darlene, thank you so much for believing in me and taking me on board with all of the other amazing artists that you have.
Yes.
So we
it's
have
gonna be a
people
great show.
logging in all the way from Arkansas. You got
Wow.
Oh, can we see the message? I wonder if I can
the
pull it
only
from
way
mine.
we can see, we can go up in here,
Let's see.
and I'll get it open for you. It's coming from all over the place. We'll do the live traffic.
I'm loving this.
Isn't that amazing?
Did a great job.
Thanks so much, Henry, for the hospitality.
Oh, this is so much fun. I enjoy doing this.
This is fabulous.
Isn't that nice? Look at the balloons. Let's see here.
Oh my goodness.
Hazel, isn't this fun? Wasn't it
It's-
fun to
it's-
surprise
oh,
her?
I
I-
didn't see any comments.
Did
but
you have any idea, Rev?
I had no idea. I was just focused on getting the
You
kids to
see, I'm
school.
able to.
I filled up the tank with gas and.
You drove all the way after you. Wow.
She did?
I'm impressed.
Aw.
Well, she's
I'm
Superwoman.
so impressed.
No.
She's
So we'll log in and I'll show you some of the areas that we're.
The kids made, we weren't late this morning. That was a miracle in itself. Thank you, Jesus.
This is the live traffic feed. And I'll show you how it looks.
Wow.
So that's where it's coming from, like New Jersey.
Jakarta, Moscow.
Mhm.
Oh, wonderful.
Wow,
Look at
Jakarta.
that.
Pennsylvania,
Wow,
Georgia.
Pennsylvania.
That does
Java.
not surprise me.
Yeah.
This is
Wow,
wonderful.
That's amazing.
And then we get the real time as they're splashing in here. And these are by country, by browser, by OS. You'll
Wow.
see them splashing in here right now.
Anybody from Sweden? Any of my friends?
Probably, you know, they do log in from
Do
here.
they?
We'll take
Hi,
a look.
hi, everybody
So
in
right now,
Sweden.
3,300
My
from all over the world are
family
taking a look.
Look
in
at
Arizona.
that.
So I don't see Sweden up there.
West Africa, India.
Wow.
Oh my
That's
God, look
amazing.
at Brazil.
Yes. And then
Well,
when they're splashing in, this is how it looks when they're splashing
so looking at this, if you would like to find me on Facebook, it's Reveille Music
That's
on
right.
Facebook.
I found it last
Yes.
night,
Yeah,
quite by
so-
accident.
Yes.
Well, I finally got back online. CenturyLink and I are having problems, and I put in your name, and 3 different choices came up, and I went, it's got to be this one, Reveille Music,
Right there.
That's
and there was your.
Aw. Thanks, Hazel, for taking the time to do that.
So, do you have anything to say to our audience, though, of what you're experiencing? And all
Well,
the fun
I would
things
like
that are
to say
going
thank
on?
you for all of the support. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do this without the encouragement and support, and so I'm excited about the new music that's coming out, and I'm hoping that Miss Hazel Miller will be on the record because.
Oh, I'd love to sing backup for you.
Wait, oh, when you get a
No,
hold
I'm
of it, I
serious.
cannot wait.
Did you?
I got the parts.
I'm a great backup singer.
But you're not a backup vocalist.
Maybe I could do with the best. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
that's right.
Man.
You know, she reminds me of Andy Stokes. He was
Oh!
a backup singer, and then he came forward.
Mhm.
And Hazel Miller's the same. You're so good as a backup. You've got to cover the main singer sometimes. You got to throw in some notes. You got to help it. You got to become very versatile. And so Hazel did that before, in case anybody didn't know that. Step forward, and she's been singing on the front side forever. Andy Stokes did the same thing, singing, on the back side as a backup singer for all these big name artists. He stepped forward. Now we brought him in concert here, and he just took off like a
Yeah.
rocket.
Wow. I don't know
Yeah,
what that is.
yeah, you're gonna be in orbit.
That's right.
Yes.
Before next Sunday,
Aw.
you'll be in orbit.
A lot of people have heard of you, especially I keep hearing people talk to me about when you got on and did the Christmas thing with us. Then she brought out the one song by Jose Feliciano. I don't believe it. That was so cute. She did her song and
That's my go-to Feliz Navidad. Well, because I sang in a Latin band for many years. I've done a lot of things. You do what you
See?
do. I sang in a Pink Floyd tribute band, James Taylor tribute band, Christian rock band.
James Taylor from Pink Floyd to James Taylor.
It's
Jeez.
true.
Yeah, that's how
Can you do this? Yes. Can
All
you sing in
genre.
Spanish? Yes. Can you sing in this? Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Sure you can. But yeah. I mean,
This is going to be so good to see Reb take off like you've never seen before.
Thanks,
And we
honey.
got to have her here first on KUHS. There's others that did some live feeds. I
Yep.
seen one that you did a live feed the other day, and I says, man, she's going to be on our
Janet
station.
Jackson, Black Entertainment, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Black Pearl Entertainment
Yes,
had me on, yeah.
that's who it was.
But we would love to come back at some point.
That's your black card. You hold on to it.
That's your black card.
That's your black membership card.
You're so funny.
And trust me, there are so few young white singers on. Consider yourself blessed, baby.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
It was a wonderful
Yes.
interview. I
Your
You're right.
music is soulful. Your
Yeah.
music is
Thank you.
passionate.
Thank you.
That's what soul
It crosses
is.
over all over the place.
All over the
It's like-
place.
I think I really strive to be genuine. I think it's important, like when I listen to artists, I like when they write their song, when they don't have a team of songwriters. And I don't like perfection. I just want to feel it, It doesn't have to be perfect. And so
Some of us don't have that talent at all.
Come on, Hazel. Stop it.
51 years, I've written one song.
I got
No, I've got some of your music. I'm telling you, I've got
But
some.
I've written one.
And I played that one
I
song.
know. You and Kubo were the only people playing me for
Yeah,
a long time.
and Rob loves you.
And look what you
Rob
did for me.
Mullins loves you.
But Hazel Miller, that is you're in a different league. That's
No, you can't say
you-
that just yet.
Yes,
No,
yeah, oh
honey.
yes, oh yes.
You've gone further than most of us here, and Cheryl, Coco, all of us in my generation, we are extremely proud of you, and we are so mesmerized by how far you've gone.
Thank you.
And that goes for you too.
Yeah,
This
Deb, you're
girl will
back
get
there
on the
as a-
phone and wear you to death.
And what's nice about you, having her behind you, is she's on it. There's some of the
Yeah.
talent agencies or the agents
They're
that we
not-
call, they're not on it. And
they're-
even Paul or me, we try to get hold of these people and what's
No.
come on.
They don't call back.
Yeah, and just,
But Deb's gonna call you back.
yeah.
Well, and-
Why did you call me at 12 midnight? What?
'Cause I'm
Henry.
still up.
Henry, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. And I was
She's
teasing her.
very good about that.
I was teasing her yesterday about how we were gonna plan this out, and I was just teasing the heck out of her, and she goes, Henry, come on. I go, I can't even remember what you told me to do.
I said, stay on track, please. We have a surprise here to make happen, and you cannot say a word. And while you're talking with me, please let me know that I'm not live.
I kept telling her I'm taking you live. I'm plugging the phone in and going live.
And,
Oh
well,
my goodness.
you know,
And she told me
Oh,
to
my goodness.
knock, knock, text to knock, knock. So I did, knock, knock.
You
Knock,
said
knock.
knock, knock.
we had a call going on, and as
Love
much
it.
as I've spoken with you the last couple of days, Reveille, I could not say a word.
Yeah.
Could
It
You,
not.
worked
you
out- it
got me.
worked out
Normally
great,
I
didn't
do
it?
not get surprised.
It was a
No.
challenge.
You got me.
So there you have it. We're
A lot
gonna
of
close
fun.
out now. We really had a good time having Rev. I'm gonna call her Reveille,
Just call me Rev.
but I'm gonna call
You
her
can
Rev.
call me Rev.
The
Oh, I can
Rev.
call her Rev.
Rev.
Thank you for the
Rev.
beautiful
You're the best.
KUHS.
You're
And
the
I'm
best.
having Hazel Miller in here to present her with
Thank
that,
you, Hazel. Oh
that
my
delicious,
Thank
oh,
you.
that,
Thank you, Deb, so much.
the edibles.
Oh,
Deb.
and you know, look forward to the show, February
Yeah.
17th, and Sally and Karen
Yeah, we were
co-hosting with
wondering.
me on the show.
That's right.
In
Is that gonna
Nashville.
be live?
It's gonna be
streamed?
live, actually, pay-per-view and
Pay-per-view.
Roku, we're gonna be live.
Country
Send me
Network.
the link.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
have
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
country.
fun.
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Sally Heron, I wanna thank you as well
Hi,
for
Sally.
helping me on
Sally's
that
the
show.
beautiful
For the
co-host that's
show,
helping Deb
yes.
out.
So it's gonna be
It's gonna be
live,
fun.
once again, it's gonna be live on the Country Network. It's pay-per-view.
Yeehaw.
Yes, and Roku, and we're going to be 24 different artists. Looks like Reveille will be coming up fourth.
2 shows.
Wow.
2 shows back to back. Oh my
Nice.
goodness,
Yeah,
yes,
it'll be good.
we're gonna be busy,
Sam
but we're
Hunter's
gonna
gonna
make
be
it
backing
fun.
me
And
up.
don't
Sam
be all
Hunter.
nervous or nothing. Come on, break a leg like she
And
said.
Levi Colby.
Yes.
Oh,
Is
wow.
he gonna be there?
Yes, it
performing?
looks like he is.
So don't forget, that's
It's
gonna be a live country show, so,
gonna be a lot of
it's gonna
fun.
be beautiful.
Henry, before you go, we were wondering, are you a cat person or a dog person?
I'm a dog person.
You are? Oh,
We got it right, I think.
yeah.
What? What did you say?
Never
Well, that's
mind.
what this show is all about, actually.
Cats or dogs?
It's actually Nashville Animal Society. And remember to dig into your big hearts, and if you can make a donation that night, please do. Thank you.
Now, something about dogs, the reason I like to have a dog is because you can talk to them, tell them all about ladies, women, all that kind of stuff, and they won't open their mouth or tell anybody anything. You can sit there and you know what else she did?
Is that what you talk to your dog about?
And the dog don't spill his guts or nothing. He keeps his secret.
Well, it's your
You
best
don't call the
friend.
tabloid.
His tail starts really wagging when we get some hot stuff, you know.
Now, here's another bone. Don't say a word.
So with that being said, it's been nice, it's been fun. Paul Chavez is coming up next and finish out his show. He was so kind to let us have a part of his show to do this beautiful send-off to Nashville for one of Denver and Colorado Springs great artists. And Hazel Miller got to come in here and present her with
Oh,
something
mind-blowing.
so nice, so she really had a good time. And KUHS says good.
KUHS.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Yes.
fun for you.
Woo.
See y'all later.
Bye.
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 KUHS.
What the heck was that?